5.
Lisa Bouladou in the hot seat for the time being. But meanwhile, 8.5 seconds faster is Jess Blewitt.
She looked really aggressive on track this week, even from the first practice. She's got her brother here scouting lines for her, and yeah, she looks like she's capitalizing on all that support and putting a really good run together here.
Over 8 seconds at the last split, so let's see what this adds up to. Blewitt on her way to the line now. Crosses at 11 seconds faster with a 4:12. Huge time from Jess Blewitt.
Yeah, the season's been a steady build for her so far. I'm sure she'd like to continue that trajectory in the right direction.
She's one of those riders, Anna, as well. She's strong every week, Marine, isn't she? She's just, it doesn't matter what the track's doing, what the weather's doing. She's a second quicker here at split 2. She just gets on with it.
For sure. She's a rider that you can never count out. She's so consistent, and she's always up there.
4 left to go then. Valentina Hemstreet, Holl and Hrastnik yet to take on the Black Snake here in Val di Sole, Trentino. The 4th round of the UCI Downhill World Cup this season. 10 rounds this year as well. More than we've ever had.
She goes through the inside line there. We saw some of the other girls off to the left line, and she gets a really good pump and drive, which carries you all the way down this whole next straightaway.
The team manager, Gabe Fox, looking on. 1.5 seconds now faster for Cabirou ahead of that time of Blewitt. So for the first time, starting to look like it's in trouble. Marine Cabirou going to work here in the woods.
This will be the section where you can see what she can do. I think Jess's time at this bottom 2 sectors was really impressive.
6th in the overall at the minute for Cabirou. 2nd here at the UCI World Champs in 2021. Goes super far out to the right-hand side. Gets really close to that tree on the way through there. Makes it work for her. Fastest sector time so far going to Seagrave, Cabirou, Blewitt. She was so strong down the bottom of the track, Anna, Jess Blewitt.
She was, yeah. She carried really good speed, especially in the bottom. It seems like she was able to hang on, but it looks like Marine is going really well too.
Yeah.
2 seconds up.
2.2 seconds up now. Cabirou is having a good time in the woods here in Val di Sole, Trentino. A woman from Millau in France.
She took a tight line there when she went around that rock. She hooked it right and gave her a straight exit out of the woods.
Marine Cabirou looking really good here in Val di Sole, Trentino. Is she about to be the first woman to displace Jess Blewitt from the hot seat here this afternoon? Here comes Marine Cabirou down the line now. Cabirou sails the final jump, crosses the line and goes fastest by 2.2 seconds. In the hot seat for Marine Cabirou with a 4:10.3. And Nico, the last couple we've talked about her winning them in the woods when things get steep and technical. She's got nothing but woods and steep and technical in front of her today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's got a whole lot of that. Those last 2 races, I mean, for her and Jackson, both Canadian winners, you wouldn't expect them to have a win on a track with so much flat motorway. Now they're both coming to a track that has almost none of that. So it'll be exciting to see what these runs look like from both her and Jackson today.
Anna, you've raced Gracey for years now, and it's great to see it all coming together, isn't it? And just getting those 2 wins on the bounce.
Yeah, for sure. She's really coming to her own this year. She's riding so strong. In practice, she always looks really good on the bike. In Ludenville and Leogang, she obviously did really well. She excels so much on these steep, rough tracks, so it's going to be exciting to watch her race.
Hemstreet slightly back here on the splits, though, 0.6 of a second. Nico, what are you seeing?
Looked like she made a few mistakes, one right there, right after the split. But I'll say she's really good at making mistakes and just putting them behind her. I wouldn't say at all that she rides sketchy, but she rides loose. And when the bike's moving side to side, it doesn't seem to bother her.
Yeah, she definitely rolls the dice. We saw that the last 2 rounds. Leogang and Ludenville. And she was so dominant, and that's why she's wearing that green jersey of the overall points leader. Next up, Valentina Holl, and there's only 1 rider left after her, Monika Hrastnik. Hemstreet on course though. One here as a junior back in 2022. Gracey Hemstreet, 1.9 back though.
I think that she's still within touch. I mean, this can still go either way with how much technical track we have ahead of us here.
You really see Gracey excel at the bottom of the tracks too.
Hemstreet loves it steep, loves it technical. It's never steeper or more technical than it is here in Val di Sole, Trentino, halfway through her run. Gracey Hemstreet, 1.6 seconds back now at the third split, so she's found some time, but not a whole lot. 0.3 of a second heading her way. Anna, she's running out of track here.
She is. There's still a couple minutes of track, or a minute and a half of track left. She's riding really well. Let's see what she can do at the bottom.
She hit that right really clean. It's a hard turn. It's really tight. It wants to stall riders out, and I think she's hit it better than anybody has.
1.7 back though, so this time of Cabirou looking all the better. Every split we see from Gracey Hemstreet. Nicely done through there though.
Looks like she's moving into kind of the range to challenge Jess though for second. So when you're wearing that leader's jersey, if second's what you got on the day, you got to take that.
Is it going to be 3 in a row for Gracey Hemstreet? She'll have to have done something really, really special through that last split to get it. Hemstreet heads down the line for Norco. 2 seconds back on that time of Marine Cabirou, but second place. What are you expecting out of Valentina Holl then, Anna, today?
Yeah, I think she's going to have a good run. She's a really strong rider. Physically, she's like one of the strongest out of the women. She's really good at tech stuff. She's so precise. I think she's probably the most precise out of all the women. Just watching her ride is just nice. She puts her bike where she wants to go, and we don't often see her make big mistakes.
She's faster, 0.6 of a second. Up now, Valentina Holl on the move here as team manager Gunnar watches on in the bottom corner of your screens now.
Opts to go for the inside line here. This is one of the new sections we're seeing. Really powdery, soft dust, and then smashes that outside low line. Looks like she rode that really well.
Just a reminder, one rider left at the top after Valentina Holl. Monika Hrastnik, the fastest qualifier from yesterday. Valentina Holl, though, is currently up at the first split. Nice entrance through there.
She rode that top sector really clean. I think it's going to see her extend a little bit.
You can hear the fans roaring her on. So popular everywhere we go with the UCI Downhill World Cup. Valentina Holl. Really aggressive style on the bike. Really stylish in the air as well. We head towards the second split now. Let's find out what's going to tell us for Valentina Holl. 0.7 of a second. She's found an extra 10th in there, Nico.
I think it speaks a lot to how well Marine rode it, that she's only been able to match it with how good of a run we're seeing here. See, she opts to go for that lower line there. Carry a little bit more momentum, but a longer way around the track.
Valentina Holl's got a job on if she's going to beat the current fastest time of Marine Cabirou. Holl, 0.4 of a second. She's losing time, but she's still green. 56.5 kilometers an hour through the speed trap now for Holl. 176 beats per minute on the Whoop Live in zone 4. Getting deeper into the fuel tank now, Valentina Holl. Still looking really, really solid and stable on the bike, Anna.
Yeah, she's looking really good. She doesn't look super fatigued, which is really impressive.
YT watch on, looking for their first win in 2025. They dearly love to get it this afternoon in the sun in Italy. As she's back now though, Nico, 0.4 have gone away from her.
And it looks like she just maybe stalled some of those tighter turns here in the last split, but 0.4 isn't a lot. She can make that up from here to the finish.
Unbelievably tight racing here in 2025, the UCI Downhill World Cup, given the track that they're being faced with today here in Val di Sole, Trentino. Absolute dust bowl, blowing apart, full of rocks, full of roots. Valentina Holl exits the woods. Just 2 corners and the bridge to go. Sneaks one pedal stroke in there. Valentina Holl heading down towards the line now for the YT mob. 58, 57 kilometers an hour. Here comes Valentina Holl. Is she headed for the hot seat? Valentina Holl goes second. Marine Cabirou holds on. 1.2 seconds the difference. Cabirou was so strong at the bottom, man.
Yeah, Cabirou carried really good speed throughout the whole track. I'm guessing she's super strong. Rode really well all the way down.
Hrastnik, best qualifying here. Beat her 2022 performance, a second yesterday.
Really cool to see them in this position. I mean, it's a new team this year. It's a big effort for Reese Wilson and all of his support crew. So to have a win in qualifying and start last it's something that takes many teams many years to do. So very good to see her in this position.
Hrastnik 0.5 a second back at the first split. Going for her debut win, should she get today.
She goes to the outside line in this fresh section, a little bit different line for the last two riders, but it sets her up, able to carry more momentum around it. It's just a game of distance versus speed.
And Anna, this is a track that really, really suits Monika, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. She's done so well here in the past. She got third here last year. I believe in 2018 she qualified first, also got on the podium. So really good on this track, really good in the steep, rough, techie, long tracks.
Should also put in the traditional reminder, there's €100,000 up for grabs for the first elite level rider to win a UCI World Cup with a gearbox and belt.
She might be on for it today.
Yeah, this could be a big, big day in the career of Monika Hrastnik. Saying that, she's 2 seconds back off Marine Cabirou now.
Not really seeing any mistakes here from Monika. She looks like she's having a really smooth run. Kind of sticking to her game, which sometimes hard to do when you qualify first and you have that added pressure.
So top three covered by 2 seconds. Currently, Hrastnik would just be inside the top three and no more.
She didn't quite get the jump out of that root section that some of the other riders did. So,
like getting chopped around underneath her there. Hrastnik gets that pull. She's found some time now. 0.2 of a second, 1.8 back. What are you making for the body language, Anna?
Yeah, she looks aggressive. She looks like she's still hanging on well. She doesn't look too fatigued either, which is good. She's still able to push, which I think is super valuable on this track, not to get too tired at the bottom.
She rode that last section really well. We don't have a great perspective of it with that camera angle, but it's one of the harder, more awkward turns, and it looked like she carried really good speed.
1.3 seconds back, so she's found another half a second. She's going to have to do this one the hard way.
She had a really good bottom sector in qualifying, so it'd be really cool if she was able to do that again.
Cabirou can barely watch. Monika Hrastnik for Aon Racing heads out into the light here in Val di Sole in the Valley of the Sun. Is this going to be her debut victory at the UCI Downhill World Cup? Monika Hrastnik takes flight, heads towards the finish line, crosses it and goes forward by 1.8 seconds. Cabirou wins in Val di Sole, Trentino. Monika Hrastnik into third place though, behind Valentina Holl. And that's great to see. Aon Racing on their podium. There's Fabian Burrell. I did think it was strange we hadn't seen him. Cabirou, Holl and Hrastnik, your top three here in Val di Sole, Trentino.